Hi Taurus, welcome to She-ruhz Tarot. Today's read's a general read for the collective of Taurus. That means anybody that has Taurus anywhere in their chart, this message is meant for you. It may not necessarily be your message, it might be a message for the person sitting next to you that has Taurus in their chart, but please know that I truly intend to get this message directed to you. Now, please remember that this is a general message that is spirit-led. So whatever message spirit chooses to bring forward, it is going to come out. A lot of times it's intuitive. Many times it's what they actually say to me while I'm allowing the cards to fly, doing clarification, so on and so forth. They'll send messages to me. Sometimes it's by feel, so on and so forth. So if Spirit decides to bring forth a message in regards to an individual that you're interacting with, I do want to give you a heads up that it can get a little complicated. That's the word I was just told, complicated. So your message may very well be related to an individual. It's going to be complicated. The message can be directed to you. It can be directed to them. It can be their intent towards you. It can be their intent towards you. It can be crazy. So if that is the type of message that Spirit brings forward, I do encourage you to pay very close attention. Apply the message where it's appropriate. I do ask that you don't try to force any of this message to fit your situation. It should be fluid, okay? You should be able to sit back and go, yep, yep, yep. Not this fit that situation and that there. Like you're putting a puzzle together. No, it should be yep, yep, yep. Okay. So if you do not feel, best way to recognize whether or not it is or is not your message, overall energy, current situation, okay? We're doing a 3-card drop, recent past, so again, you can tie that in, current situation, and possible outcome. So tie those together. If they don't fit, you don't feel comfortable with the message being yours, you don't relate to it, I do encourage you to go observe your other natal chart zodiacs. But I do ask that you allow your intuition to guide you and for you to not let your mind make the decision for you, but your intuition. So whatever you feel drawn towards, because your mind will mislead you, your intuition will not. If you feel drawn towards more than one message, hey, Spirit may have more than one message they want you to receive. So please keep that in mind as well. All right, so before we begin, I would like to ask Spirit to come forward and assist Taurus in opening their eyes to see, ears to hear, heart to feel, and intuition to discern the message they are about to receive. As with any and all messages received by a Spirit, there is a reminder that is to be brought forward that you have free will. So it's completely up to you whether you choose to take in the message or disregard it. Please use that. Spirit encourages it immensely. They love it when we use our free will because technically they don't have one. So they love to see us use it. All right, so here we go. Let's do this general message for you here, Taurus, okay? General message for Taurus, please. General message for Taurus, please. Okay. Well, looks like we've lost out on an opportunity, or there's some lies that have occurred. Some deceit is what I was just told. There we go. Overall energy is the bottom of the deck. 5 of Pentacles. There was an insecurity that occurred. Overall energy is insecurity. I'm hearing the big word disparaging. So for those of you that are highly intellectual, that word was thrown out for you on your behalf. Disparaging. I don't ever use that word, so know that that was not mine. I use the word insecure. That one's mine. Okay, so that's our overall energy there. Just not feeling good. Things are not going well. We don't feel good about something. We don't feel like we're good enough. Whatever the situation is. Recent past, there could have been some lies, some deceit, some either you or another individual. So we lost out on an opportunity. Whether it been, and I'm being told, lost out on an opportunity to speak our truth. That's what I'm being told. Bottom of the deck, we have leap of faith. Allowing that divine to lead you. to take that chance, right? That's what that is. Trusting in the divine to lead you towards that correct path, right? So you can then get to your happiness and your sun. Current situation, we have a tower heading towards your way, and it's like one step away. Whether it be a sudden realization, like somebody slapping you upside the face with a greasy piece of chicken. But it's on your doorstep, and it's getting ready to smack into you pretty hardcore. And the possible outcome is the Six of Michael. And with the Six of Michael, that's the Six of Swords. That is packing up and leaving all the shit behind you. And moving forward towards that sun. And saying, I'm done with this. I'm out. Okay? It's kind of like the Eight of Cups. Except the Eight of Cups, you have a focus of moving towards your Two of Cups, right? This is, you're moving towards the sun. You're just, all the drama. You know, there's chaos and drama and a storm behind you. And you are just like, if it hits me in the back, then it hits me in the back as I walk away. And I've been in those kind of situations to where you don't know if they're going to stab you in the back as you're walking away or not, but you've got to walk away. And that's just all there is to it. And I mean, literally, physically, I don't know if I'm going to be stabbed in the back or shot as I'm walking away, literally. But this is something that has to be done. That's what this card is. Okay, so, drama. Let's get some clarification here. Okay, so let's start with the Five of Ariel for you here, Taurus. Please clarify the Five of Ariel. Overall energy for Taurus, please. General message. Complicated. Wow. Dun, dun, dun. Please clarify the Five of Ariel for Taurus, please. Been there, babe. Done that. I get it. Maybe not your personal situation. Maybe. I don't know. Please clarify the Five of Ariel. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, let me flip this over here. Bum, bum. We have a few. We have the Six of Gabriel. We recognize that cooperation needs to be in order to put, that's what it's saying. You understand that you needed to take time out in order to figure out how to make things work out. In order to figure out how to make things work. Okay? You had to take some time to get your head on straight and figure out what you needed to do. So that you can then be happy and make some change. Dun dun dun. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay. So please clarify the Ace of Michael in reverse. Okay. Seven of Raphael. So there was some options that were presented to you that you had to look at and review. Maybe some opportunities that were presented to you. And you had to look at all the different options that were presented to see what was best. And, you know, some of them can be very hard to recognize whether or not it is the devil in disguise. Right there. So some pain came out of that, and you didn't know which way to go. And you definitely regretted it, making that decision. And they were a cold ass. They were cold and mean and harsh. And it was somebody that you know, somebody in your community, somebody that you were around. You could have worked with them. You could have lived near them. They could have been a neighbor, a friend of a friend, blah, blah, blah. They were in your community somehow. Please clarify, change your life. Yeah, there it is. Eight of Swords again. You don't know which direction to go. You don't know which way to go. That tower is coming in. You don't feel like you're good enough, that you'll be able to succeed. Maybe your finances aren't holding up. Eight of Cups. That Two of Cups is ahead of you. Okay? That Eight of Cups is behind you. It's history. And I'm hearing take the chance. Take the chance, take the chance, take the chance. That's what I'm hearing. Take the chance. And they're whispering it at me. Take the chance. Invest into standing your ground. Okay. All right. Please clarify Six of Michael, possible outcome for Taurus. Please clarify Six of Michael, possible outcome for Taurus. General message. Please remember this message can be vice versa. So if you are involved with a Taurus, this message may very well be directed to you. And it can go the other way around. Okay? It can be Taurus's read, only you know your situation. So here we have clarification for Six of Michael. I'm taking these first, and then I'm taking those of how they fell. So here we have Page of Gabriel, Strength, and Four of Raphael, which is the Page of Wands. You know, has a childlike energy that jumps on something without thinking it through. They had a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement. Okay? Fire energy, fire element. It's actually Sagittarian energy. Need to be strong because that there is a cup that's going to be refused. It's going to be discarded, and discontent, unhappiness is going to come from that. Okay, so somebody is going to be leaving this chaos, and there's going to be unhappiness coming out of it that they then recognize that they need to stand strong. Again, can be fire element because we got fire and fire together. Leo with Sagittarian. So fire element, okay? There's not going to be any happiness there, you know, unhappiness. And then we have Queen of Ariel, which is Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Gabriel, Four of Gabriel, and the Chariot. And they're all this direction, getting ready to head upright. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles, you, Taurus, Ace of Gabriel, an exciting new beginning on the way, in the makes. So Taurus is in the works of creating an exciting new beginning and making something stable and binding, stable and binding. And it's going to come fast and furious, right? But it's going to be a hard decision. It's going to be a difficult decision to make. So very well, this may be coming at you. If this is a role reversal situation, fire element receiving this message that is interacting with Taurus, that Taurus may very well be coming at this fire element with an offer of stability, of being, of binding, of creating this exciting new beginning, right? And, you know, we may not want to accept that cup. We may need to leave because it's chaotic. Only you know the situation. It can be role reverse. Okay, I'm just reading cards as they're falling. So there needs to be some analyzing to the situation, seeking the truth, not making assumptions, but actually seeing the facts as they are. So then you can make a decision of which direction to go and what needs to be severed. So you can then create something new and nurture it and have your happiness and bring forth that change that you're seeking. But be very careful. Caution is being advised. Be very careful. Don't jump into something really fast. Keep your eye on the prize of what you truly, really want and move towards that so that you can then have your justice. Okay. Wow. Let's get some guidance for you here, okay? Whoa. And those just jumped clean out. Okay. This is how they fell. All right, Taurus. Let's have a look here and see. We got chemistry at the bottom of the deck. So there is a mutual energy. Use your instinct, but it's heading towards being in the reverse. Radiance and solitude. So our instinct isn't very strong, and we're not putting off a good energy. We're kind of headed towards being self-centered and focused only on oneself instead of being open. There is chemistry. There is an attraction. I mean, you guys are interested in one another, but maybe seeking some guidance from somebody would help you. Somebody that's close to you, somebody that knows your situation, somebody that you trust, somebody you feel comfortable with, or maybe somebody that is not involved in your situation at all. A figurehead is what I was just told. You speak to a figurehead and get some guidance from them, because the decision can then be made very soon from there. Okay, which again, we're heading towards a very difficult decision. All right, Taurus, that is your read for the day. Let's have a look about the energies that are up in here for you, all right? It looks like we have Scorpio, Aries, like I said earlier, Leo, and Cancer. Those are the energies that are up in this read as of this moment in time. Okay, and again, please be sure to apply where it's appropriate, whether it be role reversal or direct to you. Only you know your situation, but I do look forward to next week's read, or your next read per se, to find out what Spirit has to say for you, any messages, guidance, so on and so forth for you. And until then, may all your choices and decisions be very, very blessed.